Good evening, everybody. Uh, just want to share a thought with you, which I'm always thinking, like anybody else, huh? But I'm always trying to meditate upon the things that are good. Not that I'm perfect, because I got my sin nature and such. Uh, and this is nothing new. This is going to just be something that's been said 1,000 times, but I'm going to say it again. Uh, I'll be 55 in March. And I look back over my life, as probably a lot of you do, or have, as ooh, man, from a human standpoint, came very close to ending myself. And, ooh, God spared me. And the older I get, the less that things matter. And what does matter is how you treat somebody, how you love God, how you serve God, and nothing else really. Now, that doesn't mean you can't have things. I'm not trying to start that. But I do want to give you this because we get so distracted, and that's what the devil does with things. Um, we can be so involved in them. You know, you can do it however you want to do it. Research it yourself. At some point, again, in my videos, I'm going to talk about sin, and I still kind of do a little bit, but I try not to be heavy-handed, right? If we can just be black and white in that, just plain and simple. Uh, we have to deal with the sin nature. We need to talk about it. We need to address it, and we don't need to, get all kind of crazy because some other folks have talked about sin in such a way that was condemning, right? Or somebody has done that, or we feel condemned because we hear the word sin. We got to stop that. God doesn't save us from just our brokenness. That's a healing. That's not even a salvation, really. It's just part of the salvation. But He saves us from our sin, from His wrath, right? And because His wrath is coming for the sons of disobedience. It's not my words, look, if I could just stay in a soft tone, and I am going to be in a soft tone, a loving tone. Uh, but this is concerning because heaven, there's a heaven to gain, and there is a hell to not go to. And I pray, God, uh, you know, strengthen me by Your Spirit, lead me by Your love, and don't let me be condemned. Right? I prayed that for many years, and He's been faithful to hold me, and I'm learning to hold on back because there is a response. There's only, He does put you in your hand and this and that, but you can crawl out of it, or you can reject it. Nevertheless, that's a whole other conversation, and that opened up 1,000 doors that I don't want to open. But what I want to do is say you need to really consider your life, how quick it is. For those of you who don't know, I got a brother that had a terrible accident. That might have been his fault. Don't know. He might have got sideswiped by a truck. Nobody knows. At least not yet. Still an ongoing investigation there. But he lost his girlfriend, and 2 people got killed, and another seriously injured. And just like that, they wasn't planning on that day. They wasn't planning on none of that. And now he has a DIA, from my understanding, which is a terrible brain injury, and depending on what level, on how bad it is. Get right with God, man. Meet me at Salvation Ministries Sunday morning at 9:30, or Wednesday night at 7, and give it to the Lord. Or go to church somewhere. You can come sit with me, and those folks will love you right where you're at. You can keep wasting your life. All the people that were in my childhood, as far as famous people and influential people, most of them dead. Not all of them. A lot of my friends. What's one of the things that's bothered me especially in the last 11 years that I've been clean, and that will be 11 years November 24th, is how many young kids died. But I made it, and been blessed, and to be reasonable, reasonably healthy. But I'm not wasting no more time. Everything's God's. Everything you see, my social media is all about Jesus. If for whatever reason, I never get to do ministry in a church, or uh, if for some reason God decides not to use me in the transitional discipleship program, The Truth, or any other men's discipleship program, I'm gonna every crack I got, I'm gonna fill it with Jesus, and be a shining light. But hey, let's be honest about it, man. God's already used me to be a giant testimony. It speaks to the world. Uh, People continuously find out about what God's done with me, and I ain't saying that to be prideful. I'm just saying. Uh, but then that's how I'm gonna live for the rest of my life, because I want everybody that can and everybody that will accept Him and go to heaven. Go to heaven. Put down your sin the best you can and strive toward Him. A nice steady pace. Let it be about Jesus. I hope this 7 minutes will inspire you. If you're playing games with God, stop it. You can overcome. You may have to fight. It ain't going to be easy. But you can do this. God created us to be able to do this. Go to heaven. In Jesus' name. Amen.